All right, greetings everybody. Derek Wayland, the Biking Viking. Got it right that time. New Garmin Ant Plus Bluetooth dongle right here instead of back here, and I think we're going to have a successful intermediate FTP test part 2. Reason it's part 2 is I had an old Ant Plus dongle that wasn't so hot with my VIII heart rate Bluetooth sensor there. So we're giving it another go. So this is the VirtuGO beta version FTP test intermediate. It's just a fairly short workout with an 8-minute all out. Again, I probably won't give it my 110% just because it's I'm just more or less testing it, but I'm still going to get a good workout. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Alright, like I said, this is part 2 of the intermediate FTP test. Graphic settings beautiful. I'm not saying they're beautiful. Well, they are beautiful, but it's set to beautiful. Elite Rampa, Smart Trainer. Start my timer there. Garmin cadence sensor. Higher end gaming PC running the graphics and the game. Again, this is the beta version, so any glitches you may see are because it's a beta version, work in progress, so I'll take note of anything that stands out and put it on the beta forum. Some of my wish list items, whatnot, but probably not going to talk a whole lot through this particular workout because it's a harder effort, but there are some light sessions like right now. Just hoping it don't have any equipment failures on my end. By the way, I did do some reading. Like I said, I wasn't used to seeing that the RPE that popped up. It looks like it's a very popularly used term in training, but I've never seen it before until the first time I did this one. But it's the rating of perceived exertion. So when I see the pop-ups there, it's kind of giving me a level. There's the Borg scale, which goes from 6 to 20, with 6 being the lightest. And then there's the modified Borg test, which is just 0 to 10, with 10 being the very, very hardest effort. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there were some higher numbers than 10 on here. Well, that first 10, very light, 8 to 9. So there looks like they're using the Borg scale. So we'll go with that. Between 6 and 11, it's kind of a fairly light. 12 to 15 ranges in the hard section. And then 16 to 20 is very hard to, I'm going to die. $12 to $15, right there. So this is just to hold a fairly decent sustained power for 5 minutes. My mic stand keeps dropping on me here. I think I gotta tighten it up. By the way, my current FTP is 260. That was an average I had done a couple weeks back, and that was a 20-minute FTP test. And you can see the green line right there on the profile graph showing my FTP of 260. The course I'm riding is called Pulseville. One of 3 currently available beta test courses. Along with a small handful of interval training modules and FTP tests. Okay. Couple minutes of easier spinning. So far, so good. All right, this is 1 minute of hard at it. As I'll get in the big ring here. Get ready. Woo! I felt that. I think I need more than 2 minutes. By the way, happy weekend for those watching on a Friday. It's Friday right now. Make it a little easier here. Just losing the countdown timer a little bit in the clouds. Should have had my headphones ready for the 8 minutes of fun. Here comes another hard effort. Okay. 5 minutes sounds nice. Move that out of the way a little bit so I don't breathe heavily. Love to get my heart rate down around the 120. So far, still everything is working well. Again, just mainly testing out the FTP test. Not trying to repeat any comments I've made previously. Just focusing on the FTP. Unfortunately, I wish I had my fans blowing right on my face, but they react with the microphone up here, which I've kind of blocked, but so my head is suffering a little bit. But I want to make sure you can hear me. Breathing heavily and dying. Change my gears in a minute. Here we go. Now, I didn't give it quite my all there. No, I'm not just saying that. I could have given a little more, but try not to do too many FTP tests too close together, even though this is only 8 minutes, but my goal is just try to keep it above my 260, so maybe at least improve it a tiny bit. I still felt it though, as you could tell. Well, assuming everything finishes as well as it's gone so far, this has been a successful test. Nothing really to report other than easy to follow. Granted, I've done it one time already, so kind of knew what to expect this time. But no graphic glitches, no yo-yos, no power dropouts, no heart rate dropouts. Don't want to jinx myself, I'm not done yet. So, probably won't talk much more, so if you made it this far, you could probably fast forward to nearly the end, but I'll probably just summarize everything I just said. So if you want to, just sit back and eat your popcorn and enjoy the next 7 minutes. Ride through the mountains. Well, I apologize for just the dead air and no music playing or anything, but I don't want you to have to deal with any ads. I'm not looking to make money on any of this. I don't like ads. Then again, I think at my peak of YouTube, I had maybe 25,000 some odd views on back in the day on some other stuff, and I think I brought home 8 cents at the end of the year. So unless you've got millions of followers, I don't care. I'm just here to be involved with this community and this technology and to ride my bike. That makes me happy. Hey, I beat it to it. Again, I'll end up posting this video up on the VirtuGO private beta forum. I'll make this public though so everybody can see it since this was successful. The other one was clearly all my doing with my Ant dongle not cooperating. But looks like all is well now tonight. Anybody guess what my new FTP is? I'm gonna guess like 262. I don't know if it factors in those first 2 bursts or if it's only the 8 minutes. I think it's only the 8 minutes. If that's the case, maybe it's 265. We'll find out in 3 minutes-ish. I'll take what I can get. I'll update that on Strava. Any small victory is still a victory. Lighten it up a little bit for this last couple of minutes. Took a while for my heart rate to come down after that. Looks like I dipped below my FTP just for a little bit in there. But we'll see. A little bit of graphic hiccuping right there, just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's still doing it just a little bit. But I am streaming, and I am running streaming software and VirtuGO all at the same time. Should be able to handle it, but a little bit of hiccuping. All right, users, last 30 seconds, quick summary. FTP successful, heart rate successful, no wattage dropouts, power dropouts, cadence dropouts, heart rate dropouts, all's good. Very, very slight video jerks here and there, very, very minor. All in all, very, very, very successful intermediate 8-minute FTP test. Thumbs up. I will see you all next time. Let's see what it is. See if it's going to tell me right now. Drum roll. 241. It went down. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. I'm curious about that. All right. Well, I'll take it. Again, Derek Whalen, the Biking Viking, signing off. Have a great one, everybody.